Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to AOR for the Super Formula Season 1 here on iRacing. This is gonna be an amazing race. We are at Okayama International Raceway, and this will be for round 1. So the format for this particular season is that we're gonna have a little bit of a split in what the cars are gonna, or what type of racing that we're gonna have out there, because these cars are best suited for a mixture of, sprint and endurance racing. So we will put the drivers on the test to see how well they can do. And for some of you viewers who might not be familiar with what is this particular car, if I can get my overlay to actually work with me here, and that is definitely always the case here. Let's see if we can get onto a car that is actually running right here. And this, as you will see, some of the cars out here. This is the Formula car. This is the Super Formula. This is the Japanese top flight car out there. This is their version of a Formula 1 car. It's quite particular, this car. It has a lot of power and a lot of downforce, but it will bite. So what we are gonna see here is the drivers are gonna push, and once they're on a lap, as we can see, highlight is right here for Team PCDC. It's gonna be amazing out there, and they're really fast cars, but they're not so easy to overtake with. The cars have something called push to pass. That is gonna help them overtake. Push to pass is a small electric engine that will give them a boost in horsepowers. So they have a certain amount of time they are allowed to use it over the duration of the race. They can push it as long, when they want to. So it's about to use it wisely. And the way that you viewers are gonna see that is the top of the car will flash green when they are using it. As you can see right now, there's no light in the top of Pedro Diaz's car here for pineapple grips, as we see some of the lap times coming in here. So he is definitely so what you're gonna see is that will light up. They're not allowed to use the push to pass function during the qualifying session, but they will be for the race, so it will light up when they are able to use it and stuff like that. So as we're seeing some of the drivers putting in lap times, Pedro Diaz has decided to stop right there. That was interesting. All right, who is at the moment, we have Rene Osterkamp at the pole position. He has been quite fast. I've been watching some of the practice sessions, and this has been only just 1 or 2 laps for the cars out there. Let's see if we can get someone else on there. But a 1:13, that's fast. I've been driving around testing how is this car. It's really easy to overdrive this car and actually underdrive it as well, where you're not pushing enough to really use the downforce. But as we see here, Rap is not having the best of ways with the car at the moment. He's trying to see if he can put in a lap time. He's currently without a lap set here in this qualifying session. See if he's getting a lap time on the board here. What will that be? Nope, he's P26. So right down there at the bottom, and with only 23 seconds left of this qualifying session, we will see here Liam Carr. He has been one of the guys that was at the top half of the field on the practice session that the guys have been running here for a little bit. So he's definitely one that I think will be up there, and without having set a time, he needs to put in and he didn't make it. Oh my god, Liam is gonna start from almost from the back. That's not the way that he wanted this championship to start. So, alright, let's see how the field is going. How will the first race start? And we have Rene with a pole position with a 113 flat. That's incredible. Scott P2. Then we have Rudolf P3, Stefan in P4, Maximilian Snyder P5, Eric in P6. Then we have another Eric, Visi in P7 for the MA7 esports. Then we have Hyla P8, Otto in P9, and then we have Xiaoling in P10. And I will just quickly go through the rest of them so you can see them. Oh, Pedro Diaz there, P13. He's someone I know there. He just bought the car as recently as today, so that's not where he wanted. And Robert De Jong, oh my god, he will be devastated with that. He is definitely a guy that should be further up. So what you guys will be able to see now is that the cars are having the lights on there and they are starting up. This is one of the starts that is gonna be really, really, really important out there, guys, because it's a standing start and these cars have no grip at the beginning and they have so much power, so they're just spinning the wheels. So we might see some incidents, unfortunately, but let's see how this goes as they are now looking to start. I can hear engine revs. Let's see if the season who will take the first position. And we are go. And it is Rennie who got a great start. And Scott takes the P2. And we have a lot of cars trying to see if they can get in between each other here at the beginning. Oh my god, but Rennie, went off there. I think it was Maximilian. Maximilian went all off. Oh, we have a huge crash, Hyla. Oh my goodness me, oh my goodness, that's a big crash down at the bottom. Wow, that would have been... Oh, and when these cars crash, they are just destroying each other. But it is Rennie out front, and then we have Scott P2. We have Stefan P3, and then we have Lars Witz in P4. As going on to the inside there. Wow, these guys are looking to get positions, and it's so important to get the positions at the beginning because these cars are so difficult to try and overtake with. As Maximilian is going on to the inside and getting position there. Oh, it's so difficult to see who is where, and so. But we had a huge incident, and who was? Eric Visa was in that, Hyla was in that, Shana Lee was in that, Emil Valkap, Jamie, Evan Imway, and Alexander Waldo. Both of Team AOR's guys were out before the race have even started. As Maximilian here in the Hello Kitty car, as it is actually here for SIMRC, is trying to see if he can get back up the field. He's fighting with Otto on the going to the inside and taking position from Muska. Oh, he's trying to see if he can get the under and over. Can Muska get back at him down the straight? And he will see. We see him. They're both using their push to pass to try and defend. Oh, Muska gets it onto the inside, getting it slowed down. It's so difficult in these cars. There's nothing to help the drivers. It is no ABS and nothing for them here. As we just had a overtaking moment for Robert De Jong. He's trying to get up there. He's up at P18. Wow, what a start. What a start. But let's just have a little bit of look here at the beginning of the race. Let's see if we can get that incident. Wow, we're just getting a little bit of the backside from that incident. No, I can see, it hasn't really... Oh, it's because it's the other way around here. My overlay is definitely not having the best of issues. So here is from the back of the field. Oh, Garnish gonna get off track here, and that's a solo incident. And he will just now then see the utter chaos that happened right in front of him as we see a car on the upside down. Let's see this from Hyla's perspective as well. He's trying to avoid this, but there's no way he can go. His car, and oh my goodness me, it's just death everywhere. And these cars, once they have crashed, there's just no getting back. But once again, Rene in P1, and he is looking to extend this gap here. He's 1.4 seconds ahead of Scott in P2, and then we have Stefan Schlacher in P3. So there's a couple of names here that I am gonna butcher, and I'm gonna butcher them hard. We do have a battle here for the. Oh, we are going further down. Oh, there was a crash. There's a huge incident here. That's a car that is not going well. The moment that a piece of your car is going to do a different lap time than anything else, is never a good thing. And this is Philip Bush. Let's see what happens here. He's just getting. Is he getting a little bit too eager on the throttle? Yeah, just dips a wheel onto the curb, and that's into. Yeah, and that's a broken wheel as well. That's his race over, unfortunately, and that's really how fast this particular race is going. There, Pedro Diaz fighting with his teammate Peter Parnell, part of the Pineapple Grips. Peter's actually the owner of that particular firm. You can actually buy grips for your steering wheel. Oh, as he's getting a bit eager on the throttle there, and rejoin in the safe way, mate. Oh my goodness, and that happened just right in front of Muffle. Robert de Jong is going by Muffle, so Muffle will definitely have been able to have a little bit of a heart and mouth moment, and he's using a little bit of his push to pass as well here. That is not giving me any indication. I've tried to set it so I could see how much push to pass they had, but that number is just not really helping me at all. Not sure that particular stat is gonna help us anyway. As there's a battle here. Rene is getting passed by Liam. Liam we saw with that bad, horrendous qualifying session, and he's definitely trying to see if he can get back up to the field, and he's using a lot of his push to pass here, as Pedro as well is trying to fight his way back up, and he's past Nicholas Priestley. Oh, Robert de Jong, he's going for the inside. Let's just try and see if we can go onto the gyro here. He's trying to see, is he going to go for the inside? Oh, he's definitely looking. He's pushing that way too much, but he was never gonna do that. He's going for the outside. No, he wasn't able to do that. Come on, but maybe looking to set it up here for the straight. Is he gonna get an exit out of here? Is he gonna take it into... No, he will be too far out, but definitely a battle that is raging on here, and he looks like the faster driver, especially when we get into this nitty-gritty. Oh, Priestley is definitely went a little bit too wide, side by side through the far chicane down into this hairpin here. Oh, he's locked up on the inside, and that's on the outside, and Robert de Jong is getting a position again. The next guy he's taking, as he has used a little bit of his push to pass again. In this particular race, the drivers don't have to have a pit stop. There's only 12 minutes of this race left, so it's a sprint race, and we do have a feature race a little bit later on. We have a small break, and then they will be added again. So even though the guys have maybe had an incident, they will be able to get back out there, as Rene is driving his heart out there, and he has the fastest lap of a 1:12.8. He's actually faster than he was in qualifying, and that's because they do have this push to pass. As Maximilian has actually just put in the fastest lap in the Hello Kitty, so that Kitty is going fast out there in the SIMRC car. I think he might have forgotten to put on the correct livery for his team there. But yeah, this is a different kind of beast. We have been playing around with the Formula 4 last season, and that was a slow car. This is definitely not a slow car. I think the only thing that really can match up against this car is the Formula 1 cars. I think this is even faster than the F2s. So they're really pushing it out there. It's not an easy car, and I have the utmost respect for these drivers, because that throttle is definitely gonna... You wanna go faster, but once you go faster, you crash sometimes. It's incredible, and then you're not going fast enough, and then you crash again. But as Rene just took that fastest lap again, and he's now extended his lead onto 3 seconds 12.6, and he was definitely going for that fastest lap. There is a point for taking the fastest lap. We see Scott here in P2 just having a lonely race, and he would really want that Stefan is not gonna catch him at all, because that would not be favorable for him. Let's see, Peter Parnell. No, he's just lying around here. He's a driver I've been speaking with, and he was so like, oh my god, guys, can I do this? He's been driving slower cars for the longest time, and actually been a fan of the Skip Barber, and that has kind of been his stick. So actually, going around here, and it's now in with the 10 minutes to go, still fighting in P17. So great job there for Pani, as we are calling him. He definitely needs to just finish the race, and there will be points, as Pedro Diaz here is battling his way up. Is he gonna line up a battle for Daniel Scott? Oh, he's looking for it. He's looking for it. He's not having his push to pass. Is he going for the inside? No, he's just waiting. He's biding his time, but he needs to get a hurry up, because the guy behind Muffle, as we've seen him do the outside, he's not afraid of going for an overtake here. So Diaz needs to get the hurry up here. We will just watch if he can get it in here. He's definitely put the push to pass on, and Daniel has not reacted to it. Is he gonna get it at the end? He's going for the inside. He's braking. No, he has to wait. He didn't get the exit that he wanted. See if he can get it on the outside. Oh, that's not a place that you are overtaking Diaz. And again here, Pedro Diaz has just bought the car this day, and he's still on the push to pass. He's using at the moment valuable time. But that's the thing, when you push that push to pass button again, you will it has a cooldown. So for the next 10 minutes it will cool down, and you won't be able to use it, or not 10 minutes, the next 100 seconds. So oh, I can see, guys, nice to have in there, guys, with in the comment section. I am not able to see it at the moment. I only have 2 screens, so bear with me. Ooh, Daniel Scott is definitely now using his push to pass to defend, but that's gonna be a mighty defense from these two, the Pineapple Grip and the PCDC cars out there. Oh, is he gonna go for the inside? He's pushing them, both using push to pass now. Is he gonna look for the inside? He's going for the inside. He's braking, and Scott has decided that nope, I'm not gonna be a part of that. But Diaz is going. What? Is he gonna get the inside next lap? Yeah, he's getting it right there into the next corner. Oh, De Jong is looking. Muffle, don't do it. You be patient. Patient is not a strong suit of these guys, but he needs to get it, because he knows that if he wanna get past Pedro Diaz, he needs to be up there, and he needs to pass it. Oh, looking close here. Is there any other battles? Let's see if he can get it here. Oh, Diaz all the way over to the right, and he's going for the inside into turn 1, and that's another pass in just a space of 1 lap. He's going for the, oh my goodness me, the door was closed emphatically. I don't think that Muffle knew that he was there. He was looking forward and not backwards, but great save from Daniel Scott. Not being that could have so easily gone into the wall for him right there. Would have been such a bad way to end that. As we are right up here, we are Rudolph against Lars. This is a battle for P5. It is heating up here. Car number 7 against car number 22. And Rudolph Nigel is getting closer and closer. He's definitely pushing it out there. As Ren is just destroying the field at the moment with a 5-second gap at the moment. Ooh, we have had a position swap. I think, yeah, the Hello Kitty of Maximilian is still going out there. It's still a fast kitty out there, trying to see if he can get his way back up the field. As Liam is also looking to get closer and closer. But Rudolph here, the battle for P5. This is what we are standing at the moment with. He's getting closer and closer. Ah, not close enough. Ooh, that's a locked front wheel. That will not help his course this time. But he has 5 minutes left. He's just pushing everything he can. As Lars is definitely he's trying to get up to Luca as well. So they're not looking at. Oh, as Peter has had a position here. Oh, I think Lucas has had an off. You can so easily do it where you're just spinning up the rear wheels, and that's a position lost for you right there. Let's get back up to the battle here. They're both using push to pass to actually, trying to see if they can get closer and closer and closer. It's a set amount of seconds that they are allowed to use it. Yeah, Liam, as you said there, Liam getting from P30 all the way up to P9. But yeah, the gap between them is a little bit too slow. He would have been got it with that performance. Oh, he's getting closer and closer and closer. He is definitely using push to pass. Is he getting? He's getting Otto. He's diving on the inside, and there's no way there. I think Otto without the light into the halo there, he is, or not the halo, the top of the car. He is no more push to pass, so he was defenseless. And that's the thing, it's a strategy. Where do you use it? When do you use it? Are you using it to defend? Are you using it to attack? But let's see Liam with the pace that he's putting in right now. I think he will be able to get up there. Let's see if we can see the lap times here. So last lap difference. He's half a second or 4/10 faster than Eric. Eric is not slow, but with the 2.3 seconds, that can. It will be close. It will be close. But let's see. He can still catch up if any of the guys up here is gonna have a dive or an attack or anything here at the end. Rudolph is still looking to see if he can get closer and closer to Lars, but the gap just won't really get further down, and that's one of the things, with when the drivers and the skills get so great, sometimes they're just getting stuck behind each other, and with them both still having push to pass left, they really, if the front guy have it and the rear, the guy that is attacking have it, then it nullifies each other. So, ooh, as we have a car going, no, Stefan, what has happened to you? Oh my goodness me, that's a car that has been in the wall. It has gone off, lost an argument. Let's see here, Stefan. He's trying to see if he can get closer and closer to Daniel there. We saw Daniel in oh no, it's Philip he is close to here. What is that? Oh no, I think that has been a wheel malfunction right there. That looked off. As we have had Liam off. Liam has been off track. What has happened to Liam? What's happened? Or has he just gotten... Oh, he's just gotten off track right there. So it's not going... Oh, completely off. He's definitely pushing. That's the thing. When my overlay says one thing and everything else says another. But with about 2 minutes left, we have Rene at the moment in front with less than 20 seconds of push to pass. We see the red at the top, so he still has a little bit left, but with a gap of 7.5 seconds. That is incredible to have at this point. He has been definitely the driver of the field. He has just put in fastest lap after fastest lap. But you know, to finish first you have to finish, and there's definitely still a lot of racing here with 1 minute left to go, as Liam has just put in the fastest lap and will take that fastest lap points, as Rudolph is now still fighting. He has no more push to pass. He's run out of push to pass, as Lars has just a little bit. He's using maybe the last in the tank at the moment. Getting closer and closer and closer. Let's see if he can do anything about it. Liam, he has gotten the gap down to 1.45 seconds. My goodness me, he is definitely getting a lot closer here. Let's see if he can get anything out of it. I don't think so. They are right now just looking and going around there. Nobody. Maximilian still has a little bit, or actually a lot of push to pass, because it's not been red yet. I think it's about 15 seconds that it goes down, so he should use what he has left. There's only 14 seconds left. We should be on the last lap, so it's just push that button and just go for it. There's positions to be had there. Come on, Maximilian, go for it. I like when these drivers go for it. Oh, Lars has been... He's still there. Rudolph is defenseless. Maximilian has gotten red. He has no more push to pass after this. Lars has used the last of his. Maximilian is using everything he can. Oh, he has a little bit of damage on his car as well, as you can see on the front wing. But here, final lap of this sprint race. The first for the AOR Super Formula. The first we have known of this particular car. It has been an amazing race. There has been drama, overtakes, crashes in a spectacular way, but René Osterkamp has won the first sprint race with Scott in P2 and then Luca getting here, and then we have a whole gaggle of cars getting across the finish line here at the end, and Liam got up to P8. That's a great way to get back there. Let's see here. He has actually he has got up 19 positions, so quite a battle to get back there. We have a battle here still. Oh, Pedro has gone over. Will Peter get it, or will René get him at the line? Oh, just getting a little bit too far out there, and they're getting across the line here. We have had 17 drivers actually finishing the race. A lot of crashes, and that is nature of this particular car. So let's see the full results as it stands. René Osterkamp wins with 8.2 seconds over Scott Tuffy. Then we have Luca, Lars in P4, Rudolph. That battle raged on for quite a lot of laps, and they were just half a second. Maximilian, the fastest Hello Kitty out there, getting back up into P6. That's a great result for him. Starting further down, Eric decided to guard on, and Liam wasn't able to get him there. So a great position for the MA70 Esports team. Also in the P9, and then Pedro Diaz ends up the top 10 with the pineapple grips, 28 seconds behind it all. Then we have Moffel, Daniel Scott, Philip Puzzle, Niclas. Then we have Peter Panel, René Bottle. Then we have Lucas, Stefan, Kai, and then we have Jean-Philippe Buget. And these are some of the guys who didn't finish this particular race with that huge incident that took out both of the team AOR cars, which, you know, that's unfortunately. I'm just gonna test something out live on stream, and that's how sometimes it goes. And yeah, that is definitely what I was thinking it should look like. So I'm working at the moment to see if I can get this program to make the championship standing for us, and at the moment it's not really looking well. So that we will hide for now, but keep on waiting. We will be back in just a short amount of time, because we will have what will be the main race, the big race. This was the sprint. This was the appetizer. Now the drivers will have a little bit of break, go into a new server. We will get out there, have a qualifying. We'll have more laps this time, set a qualifying, and then we will go racing with a mandatory pit stop. So we will be right back. And welcome back to qualifying for the main race, the big one. This is the one that really is gonna get you the points. Now we have had the first battle out of the way. We will see who will get victorious out of here. Rene definitely started out with just deciding, alright guys, I'm gonna go for this championship. I'm gonna go for the win, and he absolutely obliterated everybody. This time qualifying is a little bit longer. The drivers will have 3 laps to get the qualifying lap in. Last time they only had a single lap to really pile on the pressure. So if you do make a mistake, then you have a second lap to make something of it. So that's how they have this is gonna go. This is a 40-minute race with a mandatory pit stop. So pit stops are a tactical decision as well. The drivers will have to manage their push to pass more than they did last time. The race is twice as long, so that is something that they will have to look out for, as we have Saif Lee here as well on iRacing for the Assetto Corsa 2 Sim Racing chat group. As I am actually just, I will just have to reassign this. This is one of the things, you know, if anybody is logging into the to the server just in the last nick of time, then I have to restart the overlay as well. He's slowing all the way down here, trying not to take anything out of the tires. And if anybody is interested in knowing, the strength of field for this particular race is 3,100. And a lot of the drivers, it's a huge spread that we have here. Some of the guys are, you know, just low I rating, but others are in the, I think we have one in the 6,500 I rating. So let's just see if I can. I'm sorry guys, I just need to get this to work. Be right back. Yep, now it works for me. Sorry that the stuff isn't always out there, as Eric has put in the fastest lap with a 13, as Rene then again goes in with a 13.2 and takes the pole position ahead of Hyla, as we have Lee going around here. That's a Chinese name. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that. I am butcher of names in the worst of, or the best of times actually, and this is the worst time, as Scott has taken the pole position. Rene is down into P3, so there's definitely guys coming out swinging hard here, and this is the time where there's no push to pass. It's just the drivers and the lap delta, what they are able to do. See what Lee is gonna do here, getting up into 271 kilometers into P17. So that wasn't his greatest out there. Let's see if everything is working. Show Liam's lap. It says show Liam's lap. I will try and see if this will help me, because we saw Liam. He had a bit of an issue last time. We are now here on board with Liam. There was definitely a little bit of too much wheel spin there. Liam going into the last corner here, going onto the straight. What will it be for Liam? Will he get across the finish line? What will it say? He is P12 at the moment. As he got up to P2, but Rene just beat him at the last. Oh, he's definitely pushing out there, going all the way, sliding. It's not the fastest way to go around a racetrack, Liam. See if he's really piling on the pressure here. See if he can get a nice lap in here. Oh, Was a little bit of a lag moment there from Liam. Oh, really late on the brakes here. You can see his input here going up a gear just to try and see if he can control that rear, and the slide of the back wheels are just sliding all over the place. It doesn't really seem fast, but you know, with a with P3 out there, who am I to argue? He could have overdriven a little bit, but Rene with a 112.3. Wow. These guys are going so fast. What will it be, Liam? Here at the end, did he improve? No, that's straight into the wall. What a crash there. So we are right now looking back here with Alexander Waldo. He is one of the Team AOR guys. He's a veteran of the of AOR. Well, definitely one of the first ones here, as we have just seen Stefan Schlachter going up into P12, and we have Emily in P5 there in car number 11. So a little bit of definitely. Let's see what Alexander Waldo will be able to do here. He hasn't been really gelling with the car. He gets up to P23, back down to it all goes around here with a lot of cars here. See, Evan has decided just to stop the car, so not going out for that lap time. Or will he? Oh, he's moving. We have Lucas Adulter here at the rear as well. A lot of the guys have gotten their qualifying laps dealt with at the beginning, which is quite nice. So there's no issues there, and we might actually be able to go a little bit. Dude is cooking. He's cooking tires. That is what he's doing. You can get them medium wear or well done, and he's definitely wanting them to be well done. He's not a red type of guy. I can see with the way he was driving. Let's see if Lucas can improve here in his lap time. He's P25. Let's see if he can get into the top 20, which is, top 20. You say, all right, there's a lot of guys ahead of you, but that's a 13.7 that Pedro Diaz put in. That would have put him, I think it was top 5 last time. So, one qualifying session, one race out of the way, and people have just turned up the volume extremely high here. As Lucas is getting, it has been a clean lap. It hasn't really looked like a crazy push lap, but sometimes, once it looks slow, it is really fast. Let's see what it goes in here. Will he be able to improve on his own lap time here? And he will get across the start, finish straight, and it will be P21. Almost getting into the top 20 with only 4 thousandths of a second, as Pedro Diaz actually just beat him as well, up to P14. So improving there. And Emre just out there warming up tires. Let's see if he can get a one of the qualifying laps in here. He is the moderator. He is the AOR master at the moment. We have this entire league is Evan's. It's his child. He's taking the manpower, the hours, and trying to get this to work. So let's see what Evan is able to do. He has not been confident in this car, to say the least. But let's see what he can produce here. Going across the finish line, he will not be able to actually finish his lap because he needs to be completing it within the 10-minute limit. So he is just going around there trying to see if he can get a little bit out there. So while Evan is going around, we will go into the other camera, and he is there. So qualifying. Let's see the full result for the qualifying session here. Qualifying. The winner of race 1 René Osterkamp has P1 and Stefan in P2. So very, very good qualifying there. Xiaoling in P3. He is really, we didn't see him last time. So welcome to the top of the table. Eric Vizzi in P3 for the MA7 Esports. Emily Van Camp in P5. Liam, we saw his lap for the Maverick SimSport in P6. Maximilian Schneider, the fastest Hello Kitty out there in P7. Scott, all the way in P8. He P2 last time. Not enjoying this qualifying here. And then we have Hyla in P9. Then we have Luca in P10. Otto P11, Lars P12, and let's just get it down there because the guys are starting to grid up. So let's just see the last year. There's so many cars out there. 27 drivers have gone on to the start-finish straight. Let's see if they can do it this time without destroying each other. It looked really, really promising for the longest period of time, and then we had that, well, huge crash at the beginning of the race into the big hairpin when people are fighting for positions. So that is what will happen sometimes. Formation is gridding. 40 minutes, 35 laps, or 34, so 34 laps is shown on my overlay. So that is what we are gonna go for here. The start, they're gridding up, they're waiting, they're biding their time. Gonna look for getting the start particular because, oh my god, you know, there's just no rear grip. It could go fast, but the red lights are on. Let's see if this is gonna go. Rene, how is this gonna start? Oh, he starts up and it's red light. Great start. Maybe even a jump start from him going into the side. He's definitely gonna go for that. Oh, we have one off. Who was that off? Stefan. Stefan is off already at the beginning. P2 into the first corner went off, and there's a huge gaggle of cars down there fighting for positions everywhere. Oh my goodness me. But P2 went off into the first corner, and let's see if they can get there. Have gotten further without any incidents. Hyla on the outside here, just biding his time. This is definitely where everything can go. Oh my god, no! iRacing have decided to shut me down again. Oh my goodness me. No. Once again, I do apologize. I've had this issue for a little bit. Oh my goodness me. I will just put you guys onto something where, wow, oh my god. After the last update, I've had this issue with iRacing that sometimes it just shuts down, and we went through the first race without any issues, and I thought we could get through P2 race number 2 without any issues as well. But unfortunately, iRacing have decided that was not gonna be the case. I do apologize so much for this. That was a great start out there for Rennie. He took P1, but P2 Stefan, he went off, and we didn't get to see the replay of that, but I think he just overcooked it a little bit, and there was another guy into the gravel, but the drivers definitely looked to be looking so that they were a lot cleaner this time around. And we now get the button. I am now trying to rejoin the server again. I do apologize. Yeah, iRacing is trolling. Have anybody else actually have this issue where it just... Have any of you guys actually have this issue where it just closes down iRacing for you? This is it's frustrating a little bit because I've just gotten a new graphics card in. It's not that, because I've done this before and it has cut down with the old graphics card as well. So I do once again apologize, and we will be back, with the action in just a short minute, but wow, that was one hell of a start right there. Oh, at least one driver had a game crash as well. Okay, so apparently I am not the only one. I do. So it's with mixed emotion. I will say this because I do like that it's not only me, but you know, you never want anything bad to happen for anybody, and disconnects is definitely not something that I've had before. So interesting. I'm just trying to see if I can get this overlay to work as well. It is the slowest program ever, but it works. When it works, it works, and when it doesn't work, it really, really, really doesn't work for some apparent reason. Let's see if we can get everything we have, ladies and gentlemen. I was supposed to say we have live pictures for you, and we have live pictures for you. We now have live pictures, and I have the overlay as well. Wow, this is going great, guys. Let's see with the standings how everything is looking out there. So at the moment, guys, P1 Rene Ostakap, he is going for it. You know, already has a 2-second gap down to Eric. Eric was really the beneficiary of the start up there. He is now up to P2, so definitely gained a lot of positions. Let's see if we can get this working as well. Yeah. Let's see. It's just who has gained the most machines. Liam is in P3. That is incredible. You know, with the first race, he would have been got it, and this is, you know, now showing what he's able to do out there. So can he get past Eric and getting up there into the positions, into battling Rene Ostakap? And then we have Maximilian, the fastest Hello Kitty out there, in P4. So he's gained a lot of places as well. Here at the rear, we see Jamie into the pits, and that is maybe a little bit earlier than I would have imagined, but damage can be out there as well. Hyla P6, he is definitely trying to see if he can get up there. Lucas is there. Oh, Sherlin has crashed. I think he has definitely crashed here. Oh, he is getting the car back out there, so I don't think he hit the wall. Shall we just see this one again? What happens for him? He's putting the... Oh, just a one wheel. Oh, just hitting. Just the smallest amount of it. Then we have a little bit of Rene. Rene crashed as well. Has Rene been all off? Oh, spinning before hitting wall. And that's how you need to do it. And then we have guys in and out of the pits as well. Great stuff. Oh, Scott is in the pits. People are now pitting, getting that pit stop out of the way, and then maybe get into some clean air. We are not looking at the other drivers. You know, you are just you can look at your delta, driving to your own pace, getting up there. That is something that you sometimes need to do. As Liam is looking... Oh, he has got off! Liam has got off! What has happened to Liam? Oh my goodness me, Liam into P6 there, and those tires are now cooked. Once you go there, Liam, he went for the overtake. That's a dive and a half, and just overcooks it. Way too aggressive on that end, and just can't get the car to go back in there. Oh, that's some great avoidance. That not the greatest I've seen from Liam today. And now those tires are they're just destroyed, as Rene is putting in another fast lap. I do hope that he's aware that it's not how many fastest laps you're posting, but the fastest lap that will give you the position or the point. As Liam is trying to see if he can get back up there, but now all the way down to P7. He was fighting for P2 to be the challenger to Rene, and he completely bottled it there. See, oh my good friend Peter Parnell, he is in P12. That's a decent race from you, Peter. Getting in there. He's at the moment in absolutely no man's land. Just funneling around here, driving slowly. He is from the United Kingdom. Let's see if we can get the correct data up at the push to pass still. Is completely and utterly useless for us. Which is, you know, that's how it is. Pit stops. Peter haven't stopped. I think there are definitely guys behind him that have had their pit stop. Let's see if we can get it up on here. I'm still working with this overlay. I'm new to this, guys, so let's see if we can get it. Pit stops here. The first is actually Scott. Scott is actually the first driver with a pit stop, so not a lot of pit stops here at the front, as Hala is really piling on the pressure. He needs to get up there and get close to the Hello Kitty Maximum. He's piling the pressure on Eric as well. Getting closer. On their last lap, he was 3/10 faster. So yeah, the gaps of the we have somebody who is a lap down in between all of this as well. Muffle is all the way down to P6. I think Muffle had a little bit of an issue at the beginning. And Emily as well. He had a great qualifying, but will be gutted with being all the way down to P25. I think she hit somebody at the beginning. So Rudolph has now gone into the pits. That's one of the greatest names out there. I like that name. Pedro Diaz. Pedro, my friend, you are way down, all the way down to P20, and you are not with the push pass, but still incredible. You bought the car today, so that's not a lot of guys who can say that. You know, buying the car on the day of the race. That's not a lot of practice. A lot of guys around just clocking the lap times. Liam trying to see if he can get back up there, you know. P7, he was P3, battling for P2, but completely overcooked. And that's what we talked about, you know. He was pushing it out there. He was definitely looking to get those stakes, you know, well done, not medium rare. And now he completely overcooked his braking as well. As we are going on board with him here. See if we can get it up. Yeah, let's see his input here. He's trying to push it. And who is he actually following here? If we can just get it side by side. It is Lars in the Uno Sim Sport. So Maverick versus Uno. The battle for P6. It's a great battle. And but that's one of the things that is with this car, you know, when you get into the faster cars, you do sometimes get these lines and where people are just following each other. As high as getting close to somebody, car number 28, that is Rene Butler, who's 2 laps behind. He should just move out of the way, as he does there, and Hyla is definitely just passing him, going all the way up there. He's looking for some good points here for the PCDC team, sponsored by the Pineapple Grip for Pani Panel. Let's see how he actually goes around here. It looks nice, but he's just his last lap a 113 flat, so in the same area. Oh, as Liam is in the pits, he has taken those sticks he's having on his car and trying to swap them out so he can get some new one. Rene, this is just the outlook that he is having, you know, all the way out in front. But he's also the highest rated driver in here with a 6,500 iRacing. This is one of the aliens we're having right here in our mix, ladies and gentlemen. Just clocking in the lap times, but you know, sometimes you still have to keep your mind focused. There's 26 minutes left of this race, so getting out there, but with a gap of only 4 seconds. A spin, a back marker that is making a mistake, going too fast in the pits, anything can happen, and iRacing is closing down again. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a horrendous evening for iRacing. I have no idea what to say to you guys. I am so sorry. This is incredible. What is going on? I need to get this fixed, especially for the next race. I hope to have a fix for next race. But yeah, the game crashed on me once again. I am again so sorry for this. We had a great race out there. Drivers now starting to slowly get into the positions and just, you know, getting the laps in there, getting the lap times going. So we are loading into the session again. This time it actually closed. So we are again at the Okayama International circuit. It's a small track. It's only 3.7 kilometers, so not the biggest track in the world. Yeah, this is what happens sometimes when you're live on air. Incredible that it closes down again. I need to figure out what is happening here. Have any of you any idea what could cause these crashes? It seems to come out of absolutely nowhere. As I once again have live pictures for you guys. Great to be back onto iRacing again. I've never had any issues. I've been commentating iRacing for years now. Years and years and years. I think I started commentating on iRacing all the way back in... that must have been 18 or 19? That can do it even before that, I think. So yeah, this is the first times I've had these type of issues. So track screen update. Rene is still leading, so not much have gone on. I don't think. Still leading with a huge gap of 4.6 seconds down to Eric, and then the fastest kitten in the game at the moment, Maximilian, is in P3. He's getting 100 slowly down by Hyla, but these two drivers are doing the exact same lap times, as the pit stops are still commending right here. But let's see if we can actually get any of that data, because once we have been out of the game, we are not able to see it. Yes, he says that Liam haven't pitted, as you and I all know that he have done. So that is some of the issues that I do tend to see when this particular issue happens. Oh, he's still pushing it out there, Liam. Trying to see if he can get right back up there. He is behind Scott. Scott, we saw take that pit stop. Scott got P2 in the first race, so he's definitely not a slouch out there. So Liam would definitely need to get up to him again. But Liam, we saw with that huge mistake and losing a P2 and getting all the way back down to P7. Emily and Robert, sorry, is in a battle here. Will she get back? Oh, Buffalo, you're defending, going into the hairpin, and he is getting the inside line, and that is a position for him. But Emily definitely kept piling under pressure and is not letting that one going away from her easily. Let's see if we can find that one again. So they've actually been battling for an entire lap here. As we just saw Emily going a little bit. Okay, oh, that's where they got both their positions. Okay. Nicholas Priestley has crashed. Let's see what has happened to him. Oh, that's a huge crash into the wall. And that's definitely his race completely over. Oh my goodness me. What happened for him there? So he's coming out of turn 1. Oh, just a little bit too eager on the throttle, and it's so easily done there. As Stefan as well, he started in P2 and he hits the curb, and that's his race over. The wheel went off, and oh my goodness me, he will be so gutted. Starting from the front and now out within a couple of laps. Still 20 minutes left of this race. We are only halfway through. Still the major players at the front of the field needs to have a pit stop. But I want to mention this guy, Peter Parnell, the slowest guy. He's just, everything he takes very, very slowly, but he's just gelled with this car doing these this last week, and it's just putting in laps after lap after lap, and he is now up to P7. You know, it's all about being there at the end, and I'm completely commentator curses him right now as people are coming out of the pits. As Liam is getting closer and closer to Scott, we have a battle on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Liam Knorr is getting closer and closer, and he's using his push to pass. You can see the flashing on the top of the car right there. He's using push to pass, and he's getting an extremely good exit out of the corner right there to get that pass into the hairpin. And that's a formality, and this time he didn't bottle up the braking, but it also looked like Scott didn't really defend that one too much. So Lars is in the pits. Where will he rejoin? Peter's passing him, Alexander Waldo as well. And some of the other that is getting past lap. I think that was, yeah, Muffle is in here as well. And Emily. So a lot of these battles as well with guys. It's a little bit difficult to see who is actually in the correct position right there. But Muffle is definitely trying to see if he can get back up there. He is a 20-second gap up to the next car, so there's a huge gap for him to get anywhere near anybody. Waldo here, he has just passed Emily for Waldo into the wall! Oh my goodness me! Oh my goodness me! Now we saw that live. That his race over the rear wing. Right left wheel is completely torn off. And that's just a wheel on the exit there, and he is getting nowhere extremely fast. Oh, crashes complete. Oh my god. Liam has had some off tracks. Is that just him pushing the boundaries of the track a little bit too much? Oh, it is just a little bit of a lag moment there for Liam, so nothing really he should be concerned about at all. But battles up here, we have a battle between Pani getting out of the pits, and who is that? Right there's that's a car in front, car number 17. Let's see where that is. Eric Weiss, who is in P2 and almost got collected by Peter, but great from Peter just not to go too fast into the corner and letting him pass. But Rene as well here. This is the thing that I was talking about that could happen. Now he's in lap traffic and people can get out of the way and everything, but stuff could happen. People can spin and suddenly you have nowhere to go and you will crash, and tears happens. Oh, as he's definitely getting a little bit squirrely there with the rear tires, and these drivers in front of him, they are not seeing him, and he's just, I think, getting frustrated as the car number 800 is Jamie giving the position, but Xiaolin is definitely not in the car number 13, just piling on the pressure, getting away there. So let's see if Rene is losing time down here. It doesn't look like it at the moment, but he's definitely pushing. Hyla has lost a little bit of a gap to the fastest getting out there. Maximilian in P3. There's some big gaps around at the moment. But we have a battle here. P10. This is between Kyle, Lucas, and Pedro Diaz. It's just getting on the back of this particular battle here for the P10. Oh, that's a spin. That's a spin for Kai. He has been a little bit too aggressive on his on the throttle, and that's a crash for him. Let's see what it says here. So it's just going a little bit deep. Have to oversteer. Gets to, and that's just being too aggressive on the throttle there, and he is now getting lapped by Eric, who's going onto the inside here, and that might have been a little bit more difficult than that actually should have been. As we still have the AOR legend himself, Evan Emre, in there. He's in P16. We didn't see too much of what he was able to do as he crashed out into the beginners. Oh, Pedro Diaz, he is going off track there. He's battling onto the inside of Lucas into the hairpin, but that almost went into tears and into the wall. And when if you're battling a wall in a car, the wall will win 10 out of 10 times. The concrete is not moving, but the wheels and the carbon fiber are definitely gonna get pulverized. And especially in these cars, they're just, once you hit anything, they explode. As Pedro Diaz is battling and he's pushing to get into that P10. That's it. Oh, we have Eric. Eric has been into the pits. He has decided now it's his time to pit, as well as Rene. So we have, for the first time in AOR this season, a different leader. Maximilian puts in the first lap outside of Rene, who is leading this race. First laps in the lead, and we have Hyla getting closer and closer behind him. But let's try and see if we can get back up to that battle there. Pedro Diaz, he is pushing. Oh, I got something on there. Oh, we have had a crash. Emily has crashed. What has happened to Emily? Oh, just a little bit too aggressive on the brakes there, and the rear just decided to say, getting onto the track. No issue. See what have been happening with the Cypher leads. Oh, just locking up a little bit too much there. Getting back on throttle and just decided to let people by. In P26. We now have Hyla in P1. Let's see. Oh, just fighting on. He's definitely leaving his pit stop very late. So now we have the second one. PCDC is in the lead of the race at this particular time. Rene P2. Then we have Maximilian. Maximilian has overtaken Eric in the pits. He has overtaken Eric into the pits. What a strategic masterpiece it has been to just stay out there for one more lap. He's really saved a lot of time. So we have a kitten now in the virtual P2. And Diaz is losing ground now to Lucas there. So not anything. Oh, as Sarah Lynn is in the pits. Oh my goodness me, what has happened here? Oh, Waldo has crashed. Oh, I thought Waldo was definitely out and crashed again. Oh, that's because they have a mandate. Do they have a fast repair? I'm not sure. I need to ask even that. But Sarah Lynn here. What has happened? Oh, too eager on the throttle and into the concrete wall. And that's definitely some place where you will lose every single time. As Hyla has come into the pits for his pit stop. See, can he get out in front of these two? No, he's still into the pits. So he will get out in P4. But we have had different leaders this time. We have had different leaders out there. So interesting. With 9 minutes left of this race, there are 2 questions that we need answered. There's actually 3 questions we need answered. Can Rene keep it clean for the race? Can Liam get up into P7? And will iRacing not crash until the end of the race? Those are the questions that we need. What do you guys think there, chat? Are we getting Liam up into P7 or do iRacing crash? Which one is gonna be there first? He's piling on the pressure here. Trying to see if he can get onto the inside here. Will he go for the dive? He went for the dive! Oh, and this time he actually made it. Wow, that was from a long back. He took the stamp, he licked it, and then he just sent it. And that was what the thing that he didn't really was able to do the first time when he actually spun. What happened there is that he's braking so much that his rear wheels will lock up and you crash. But yeah, that is a Daniel Ricciardo type driver right there, and he's so aggressive on those brakes. And when I've been driving myself, that's definitely one of the parts of the tracks where I am. That's definitely part of the track where I've been losing a lot of my time. Is definitely when I brake in this car. It just never really feels okay to brake in this car. But Liam getting up there. Oh my goodness! That's what happened. That is what happened. Guys, I'm so sorry. iRacing have decided to crash once more. I am sorry about this, guys. The game is just not with us tonight. This is definitely not something we here at AOR have been used to. I will definitely be looking into what has happened here. Yeah, stop trolling iRacing. I do apologize. I really, really do apologize. With 7 minutes to go, I will I will not try and reconnect this time. I think this has been the third or fourth crash. So what I will say is that the standings before, unless anything has happened, will be Rene with the win, Maximilian, then Eric, and then Hyla. Those are the top four for us. So interesting to see. If you guys want to follow what had happened, we will look into it as well. When we talk about it for the next round, we will start the race a little bit earlier to try and catch you up with what the results were for the last race. But with iRacing just not playing ball here tonight, I am sorry, but I think it's time for us to call it a night. So, thank you for joining me on this particular night. We are starting off with a bang. Stuff crashed, stuff happened. A lot of guys were out there really piling on. Good lap times, a widespread of speed out there. I fairly enjoyed the action. This is a difficult car to drive and really rewarding when everything goes right. So guys, look on the AOR forums, look on the AOR website, keep up to date with what has happened, and we will see you again next time out on next Friday for another race. So thank you and good night.